Hey guys, Chris here from Sienci Labs. I'm with the gSender team. You know them all, Kevin, Waleed, Sophia. And basically we thought that with such a great year with gSender development in 2025, that we would make a little video wrapping up all the things that we liked about what we did, the individual work we contributed, and also some of the things that you guys had asked us for that we implemented. And also looking forward into 2026, some of the things that we were excited about. So strap on in. It's kind of hard for me to break down the things that I like the most, but I think if I were to choose something that I worked on more particularly, it would have to be both the config page here, as well as the stats page. These were both things that when we were trying to ideate the new U redesign for gSender, were a bit more out there in terms of ideas. The stats page was a little bit more straightforward because we already had a lot of stats to show off, but they were all over the app. So I thought it would make a lot of sense to bring them all together. And then for config, this was kind of a complete rethinking of how to approach settings in terms of being able to group them, search them, find changed ones. And this was something that Kevin and I in particular spent a lot of time on refining to make it a nice and easy process to use. In terms of moving on to 2026, I would say that I'm the most excited about the new support that we're building in for the core grblHAL firmware. This was one of those things where when we first got into this whole ecosystem, we were very excited about it and we had a lot of new changes we wanted to bring. In that process, we kind of incidentally ended up making our own flavor of grblHAL. And that's always been something that I've regretted a little bit. And so I'm happy to be finally working to go back to supporting main grblHAL. It's taken a lot of overhaul behind the scenes. I'm not involved in most of it, but I am very excited about it because it means more open source support for our machines and other machines on the market.
My favorite thing that I worked on in 2025 was the dark mode feature in gSender. So we can kind of see it here where you can just enable it from the settings. Just click apply, and now everything is in dark mode. This was a very favorite feature of mine, and I use it to this day, even in development. Yeah, the upcoming feature I'm really excited for now is the G-code editor. I'm really excited about this because a lot of people have been asking for it, and we finally got it into the edge cycles of gSender. So yeah, you can try it out here, and it's basically going to work as any editor works. You can make changes to your G-code file. And you can do a bunch of new stuff as well. You can do searching and copying and multi-line editing as well. So very excited for the upcoming release of.
In 2025, the gSender team did a lot of stuff, but the biggest thing was definitely the new U. We got to redesign the entire UI, and something that I'm really proud of is redesigning the surfacing tool UI, as well as the movement tuning, and also the XY squaring. That was really fun, and it was my favorite thing because I got to be creative, which is one of my favorite parts about coding. So for 2026, we're working on a few things, but one thing that I have in Edge right now is in the config page. We also have an EEPROM tab, which works exactly like the old firmware did. So it's in the EEPROM are all in order. So yeah, a lot of people were requesting this, so I'm really excited to have this done.
So 2025 was a huge year for gSender. We put a lot of work and effort into the new U redesign. One of my favorite features that I worked on was the config page, which was kind of a conglomeration of both gSender settings and machine settings, and making sure that all those settings are where you'd expect them to be, grouped together and easy to find, easy to use. We've had a lot of really cool features of that, like search, the ability to just view modified settings so you can always find what's been changed. And we really think that this has helped a lot of people's workflow and made gSender a much better program to use for the average user. For 2026, I put a lot of work into the Edge cycle as it currently stands, and there's a couple features I'm really excited to share with the general population. The first has to be the tool timeline, which is related to the ATC, but is also usable for other tool changing options. When you load a file with a tool change, you now get different colors for your various toolpaths to be able to easily see when bits change. And at a click of a button, you can see when those tools change, get a nice legend of what colors reflect which tool. And even if you're messed up on your CAM side of things, at the click of a button, you can go through and remap a specific tool to a different tool number. So you kind of close that divide between the sender side and the CAM side. Another feature I'm very excited to share, and it's been long requested, is SD card support. Both the SLB and the SLB EXT shipped with SD support built in, but we've never really supported it on gSender. That's changing in this Edge cycle, where now in the tools section, you find an SD card manager where you'll be able to mount, view your files, load files, delete them, run them at a click of a button. And hopefully we'll find this a new way to run your files, very useful for the average user.
So one other person I wanted to mention that's part of our team is Shilpa. She is the software QA analyst, and she is in charge of setting up unit testing and end-to-end testing into gSender, which is something we've been wanting to do for a while. So previously she's been, and currently she's been working on end-to-end testing using Cypress. And then in the future, in 2026, she is going to be working on adding unit testing alongside us as with the developers. So looking forward to that.
So anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed that wrap up. Let us know if you thought there was anything interesting about the new work that we're planning on doing for 2026, or maybe if we missed anything, leave us a comment below so that we know what you guys are interested in. And also, we hope that you enjoyed seeing a bit of an insight into some of the work that we worked on individually within the team, and some of the areas that we're particularly passionate about improving for gSender. Yeah, we'll see you guys later.